Right now, live at 5.
Two programs that could help lower your property taxes. What you need to know coming up tonight.
Plus, an Evelyn soldier is laid to rest nearly 80 years after he died while fighting in World War II. And people are flipping out because it's Pancake Day in Duluth. We'll take you live to the Lions Club fundraiser coming up.
You're watching Live at 5 on Live Local CBS 3.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Kristen Bakke. If you're in St. Louis County, you may have received your home's estimated market valuation this spring. Many homes seem to be worth more than ever before, and that could mean much higher taxes. CBS 3's Rob Coles spoke to some real estate experts to learn how to save money even as your property value skyrockets.
You can kind of see it on the floor a little bit.
Justin Rubin is a longtime Duluth homeowner.
About 14 years ago, I moved into this house.
It's got a perfect Duluth view.
My wife really wanted a place that had a view of the lake.
He says recently his property value increased.
I would say a good 60% higher than what it was just a few years ago.
He says his property taxes have also gone up. Officials here at St. Louis County say many factors are contributing to a rise in property values.
The market's been quite crazy. There's been lots of sales in the market.
Mary Garnis, Public Records and Property Valuation Director for St. Louis County, says construction costs and lower interest rates have contributed. She says homes are valued based on what they could be selling for.
So really, sales dictate. They tell us what the market, would, or the price of property would sell for in the open market.
But there are ways to decrease your home's valuation, which could reduce your property taxes.
So when you purchase a home, if you're living there as your primary residence, you have the ability to qualify for a homestead exclusion, which gives you a discount on your property taxes.
She says there's also a secondary homestead option that could save homeowners $1,000 a year, and always do your research.
Talk to someone, probably a real estate agent's the easiest way to go to make sure that your house value matches what it would really sell for.
So I've got tons of CDs. When's the last time you bought a CD?
Justin Rubin is saving money with the homestead exclusion and a side hustle.
I've got LPs I want to sell. I'm trying to offset a little bit through eBay, or I'm just reclaiming old money that I've spent, but now putting it towards things like property taxes.
Both the realtor and county official we spoke with say a higher property value does not automatically mean higher property taxes. We have more information about the homestead programs and how to save money on your property taxes on our website. Today is the third and final day of a hearing to determine whether the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers will reissue a key permit for PolyMet's copper-nickel mine. The permit under the Clean Water Act regulates the impact any runoff might have on local watersheds. This week's hearing comes after the Fond du Lac Band raised concerns over the permit. We heard from the EPA and Fond du Lac representatives on Tuesday. The EPA said the permit should not be reissued. On Wednesday, PolyMet said the project underwent the most extensive environmental review in Minnesota history and argued they should get the permit back. You can read everyone's statements on our website, and today is the final day of the hearing. It started at 4 o'clock, and the public can join in person or virtually until 9 o'clock tonight, and we'll have a recap of that tonight at 10. And while this is the last day of hearings, the public can still make comments through June 6th. That's when the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers will make a final decision. An update tonight on the effort to recall the mayor of Two Harbors. The group leading the charge has withdrawn its petition. Here is the letter the Resign or Recall Committee sent to the interim city administrator last night. In it, the group mentions the temporary restraining order filed against them and allegations signatures weren't properly collected. The committee says they made the decision to withdraw the petition to protect the community members. No word on whether a new petition will be started. Anger Tower will shine red tonight in recognition of Indigenous communities. Folks gathered at Duluth City Hall today to watch a proclamation which states May 5th is Missing and Murdered Indigenous Women, Girls, Two-Spirit Day of Awareness. This is just the start of a month-long campaign to support Indigenous communities impacted by violence.
We're here to call back our lost relatives who have been missing and murdered, and to raise awareness to the fact that our people are struggling.
Throughout May, families and local advocates will host in-person and virtual events educating participants on how to take action. We'll have that list on our website. The remains of an Eveleth soldier killed in World War II were buried in Arlington National Cemetery this morning. Army Air Force Captain Nando Cavalieri was just 24 years old when he served on a B-17 bomber in Germany. He died in 1945 when his bomber was shot down in Berlin. Cavalieri and others who died alongside him were buried in Germany. After the war, an American agency recovered their bodies but couldn't identify Cavalieri until just a few years ago when a research group used the latest technology to confirm his remains. Cavalieri's family attended today's service. A groovy new restaurant is taking over the rotating top floor of the Radisson Hotel in Duluth. The Apostle Supper Club and False Idol Lounge will replace the J.J. Astor restaurant, which opened back in 2010. The owner says the new restaurant has a 1960s Palm Springs theme. They want guests to feel like it's summer all year round, but also they want to help those in need.
We do these hope and prayer cards, and we probably have 20, 30,000 of those. So people can come in and they can share what their hopes are, what their dreams are, what their prayers are, and a lot of our give back is done through that.
Tomorrow is the grand opening. The owner says the rotating floor will stop at 9 p.m. every night. Most of Wisconsin is in a high risk of fire danger today. This map from the Wisconsin DNR shows the northern 2/3 of the state are at high risk. They say that's because of warming temperatures and windy, dry conditions. Vegetation also has not fully formed in most of the state. The DNR is asking people to avoid any burning. We have information about what to do in the event of a wildfire on our website. We'll check in now with Dave for a look at the weather. Dave, I got the dogs out in the woods today for a nice walk. I had to wear my mud boots, but still, what a beautiful day.
Beautiful day, the double-edged sword. We've enjoyed almost a week worth of this fair weather, and now it's starting to nudge up the fire danger. So we need to grin and bear it and let some rain come across. And in 2 or 3 days, we just might be able to do that. First, of course, though, we take a look at Robinson Lake outside of Ely for a live look at how ice out is going. And the darker that ice gets, the thinner and more Swiss cheesy it is. And so folks in northern Minnesota are very optimistic ice will be completely out in time for fishing opener. And hopefully for Wisconsinites, especially in the northern parts of the state, everything's all right for the weekend coming up. This is what's over our heads. That big persistent high pressure cell is still keeping us dry. A low pressure system to the south did try to push clouds into the region last night and today, and some showers fairly close to our region, but the high still has enough oomph to keep that all away until the end of Saturday. Come Sunday, that's when our next rain chance will come, but from now through Thursday, actually now through Friday, all these computers, 35 here tonight, 55 for tomorrow, clear sky and sunshine for another day or two, and then the change will come. And we'll talk about how things will change coming up in just a bit.
All right, thanks, Dave. Still to come on Live at 5. Cook County recently received a large grant to help with a major road construction project. What residents need to know in City by City.
How do you become an expert? There's no easy answer. It happens by doing. It happens over time. It happens when you're constantly improving yourself and the projects you're part of. It's an obsession. It's sweating the small stuff. It's creating something new, something better, something that stands the test of time. How do we know? We make it happen. ServPro.
Do you experience neck pain or suffer from chronic headaches? Northland Anesthesia Associates offers pain injections for those troubled areas. Our fellowship-trained and board-certified staff have vast experience in pain management, which we use to work with each patient to create a customized, effective treatment plan using innovative anesthetic techniques, including cervical epidural steroid injections, cervical facet injections, and more. Our past patients rave about the care they've received, and we want to help you too. Call us today for the relief you deserve.
Not all internet is priced this good. Switch to Extreme and go super fast for as low as $19.99 a month for a year. Oh yeah. Hook up your home with powerful Wi-Fi, 99.99% reliability, and speeds that are FCC proven to be faster than advertised. Not all internet is priced this good. Switch today and get speeds starting at 100 meg for as low as $19.99 a month for a year. Call 844-EXTREME2 for details.
Serving part-time in the Army National Guard led to a lot of firsts for me. It helped pay for me to be the first person in my family to graduate debt-free, buy my first home, and I'm one of the first to respond if my community ever needs me. To learn more, visit nationalguard.com.
From April 25th to May 8th, Papa Murphy's Take and Bake Pizza customers can donate money to St. Mary's Children's Hospital through in-store icon sales or by providing a donation when placing an order online. Customers can donate $1 or $5 for both in-store icons and online donations. Spend $5, get a bounce pack coupon for a free cookie dough.
Get your news on the go, the CBS 3 mobile app.
Welcome back to the CBS 3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from downtown Duluth. And a heads up to drivers, UMD's graduation ceremony will be this Saturday, so thousands of families will be in attendance, which typically leads to backups in Canal Park as well as I-35. So make sure to keep an eye out for that and plan ahead. Dave will be in with this week's forecast in a few minutes, but first, let's take a look around the region. The Natural History Museum has reopened in Cable and saying farewell to the fire chief in Virginia. All of that and more as we take you around the Northland, city by city. We'll start in Cook County tonight, where they recently received funding for a major improvement project. Earlier this week, the county announced they will receive more than $1 million for the 2024 Gunflint Trail Improvement Project, thanks to the Federal Highway Administration. The project will run from 5th Avenue West to Devil Track Road. The entire roadway will receive a new surface, and the 3-lane portion will be widened to 4. A culvert replaced, and the intersection with Devil Track Road will have turn lanes added. We'll have more project details on our website. Next, we head to Cable, where summer is in the air. The Cable Natural History Museum is now open for the season. Tuesday through Saturday, visitors can head to the Curiosity Center and various exhibits, including the new Growing Up Wild exhibit, talking about all the ways Northland critters grow up. The exhibit will also feature the Ask a Naturalist station. Summer programs will start soon, including pontoon tours, wild edible hikes, junior naturalist days, and more. And we wrap up in Virginia, where they are bidding farewell to their fire chief tomorrow. After 7 years with the department, Chief Alan Lewis, seen as the one in white in this photo, will have his last day tomorrow. He isn't retiring, just simply moving on from the department. The community is invited to coffee and cake at the fire hall at 9 a.m. tomorrow. The crew wishes Chief Lewis well on his new endeavors. There is no immediate plan on how they will fill his position. If there's something going on in your neighborhood that you think we should know about, send us an email and it might be featured as we go around the Northland, city by city. Still to come on Live at 5, there is nothing wrong with a little breakfast for dinner. In fact, it's one of my favorite things. We're going live to the Duluth Lion Club's annual Pancake Day event in a few minutes.
Well, of course, it had been cooler by the lake for a long time. Inland areas were getting close to the normal, even beating the normal of 59. Well, today, even lakeside communities, at least a few of them did it. 61 degrees up over the hill here in Duluth. Warmer than normal. I forgot how to say those words. Will I be able to say them for long? We'll find out together with a 7-day forecast right after this break.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
This May is special at Grand Casino Hinckley because together we're celebrating 30 years of stories. Your story? It could be the one where you win $30,000. In total, $100,000 in cash and prizes are headed out the door. Drawings are on Saturdays, and 30 lucky guests are winning big. And that's every Saturday. Don't miss your cash, your prizes, and all those stories you'll create at Grand Casino. Let your story begin.
There are only
only going to graduate once, which means this is your only chance to get this right. Are you worried? Of course not. When the pressure is on, you know where to turn. Super One has you covered for all your grad party needs. Our fresh fruit, deli party favorites, and handcrafted baked goods are sure to impress. So sit back and get this party started. Super One Foods, helping you bring family and friends together for over 40 years.
Hello from DBS Repair, your local experts in all things basement-y. Tired of water making its way into your basement after heavy rains and snow melt? A leaky basement comes with a host of issues. Damage to your valuables, mold, mildew, and musty smells. Since 2012, the team of experts at DBS have restored comfort and value to thousands of homes and cabins across Minnesota and Wisconsin. Keep your basement dry for good. Call DBS today, your all things basement-y company.
Get your news on the go, the CBS 3 mobile app.
Tonight, we get a first-hand preview of the new restaurant opening at the Radisson Hotel.
The sun came out again today. I'll talk about how long it will be until the next round of clouds comes to town.
CBS 3 weather is brought to you by Heritage Window and Door. Now, the CBS 3 Duluth Weather Max forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
So last night, my old 9th grade science teacher, Mr. Wetzel, sent me in some pictures of Garden Lake near Ely with the ice at least thinning out enough to allow the ducks to get in and start to parade around hoping for hens. The drakes are out on the prowl. And here's a close-up that he sent in, then 2 of those birds doing that process. So they're ducking the ice on Garden Lake, and hopefully it thins out rapidly now that the temperatures are going up, and we can get fishing rolling, and summer will be coming soon enough, and then leaving soon enough as well. But, oh, the preparation, the anticipation for this type of weather. We've waited for it for a while, and of course now it's already bringing a little bit of hassle. As we mentioned earlier, the fire danger is starting to go up after a week's worth of dry weather, so now we need rain again, and hopefully we can solve that this weekend when our next chance of rain comes around. But for now, tomorrow, Saturday, sunshine will continue. Current temp 55 degrees here in Duluth over the hill. East-southeast winds going 11 miles per hour. 38% our relative humidity, 30.06 inches of mercury. Our barometric pressure on the high side from a persistent high that's been blocking the progression of lows just about all week long. Current temps inland, look at that, 65 to 70 in northern Minnesota, 70 achieved in Orr and Big Fork, in the 60s, nothing to sneeze at. Down south towards Moose Lake, 60s. 57 Cloquet, not so bad. 41 on Park Point, a little chilly. 45 Superior, a little bit brisk as well. Getting into the rest of northern Wisconsin, we see 68 down towards Hayward, but only 49 on the Point, and a wide range in the UP, 55 to 67. Cooler by the lake, warmer inland. That's a springtime phenomenon, and that likely will be with us through the weekend. Pretty decent temperatures inland, and not that chilly by the lake. Every day these numbers keep going up. It is still cooler by the lake, but it's not freezing by the lake. Oh, there we go, zooming in too quickly once again. Let's backtrack just a hair and get our stage set to take a look at what's going on in the upper Midwest. There's that high pressure system, keeping a trough away up north, keeping a bigger low to the south away. It's the third low to the west that may finally overtake things, but again, that won't happen until Sunday. What's happening right now is that low to the south did try to push some clouds into our region, did try to push some showers up into the area, but they didn't get much past Brainerd, and so we're going to be clearing out again tonight and staying dry through tomorrow thanks to the high, and into Saturday as well. But late on Saturday, finally the low will fade enough that the low from the west gets closer, increases the clouds, and brings us a chance for rain that starts Sunday and may last through middle parts of the week next week. So we go from extended sunshine to extended clouds. Tonight, partly cloudy Minnesota, low temps in the 30s. For Wisconsin, Michigan, partly cloudy, range of low temps 34 to 40. For tomorrow, sunshine again. Minnesota, we'll show you in a second. We start with Wisconsin and Michigan, 58 to 68. The normal is 58 or so. Minnesota, 40s by the lake, a little bit cooler than today, but inland, 55 to 68 degrees. Extended forecast shows it just gets warmer even when the clouds come back. So 55 tomorrow, 60 on Saturday with sunshine, 55, a step back a little bit on Sunday when the rain chance comes, but then 65 to even 70 even here for the head of the lakes next week. The price we pay is a chance for some thunderstorms Monday and Tuesday, but if the rain pays off Sunday through Wednesday, well, we're starting to need it again, and hopefully it gives us what we need.
Thanks, Dave. Some say it's the most important meal of the day, and who doesn't love a good breakfast? Today, the Duluth Lions Club is holding its annual pancake feed for the first time since 2019. CBS 3's Quinn Gorham joins us live now from the deck. Quinn, it might be dinner time, but it looks like it's pretty busy over there.
Yeah, it is. And let me tell you, Kristen, you know the breakfast is good when you still have people lining up for pancakes at 5:30. Let's get a look at some of this flipping action over here. Look at that. Love that. These pancakes are such good treats for everyone all throughout the day. You love pancakes all throughout the day, not just for breakfast. And they're not the only treats people have been provided with throughout the day, as they've even had local celebrities flipping pancakes. And we even had our very own morning meteorologist face off in a pancake flipping face off earlier today. You can check that out on our social media if you're interested in watching. It's pretty fun. But all this has been a good time, and it's also for a good cause. The Duluth Lions Club is a service organization with more than 75 members dedicated to raising money for the community. In 2019, more than $63,000 was raised for community programs thanks to the pancake feed. That money helps fund things like diabetes research, cancer research, and support for families navigating those hardships. They also help sponsor youth events in the Duluth area. After a 2-year hiatus due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the program is back. And Pancake Day co-chair Gary Shervin says they're excited to once again make a difference here in Duluth.
All the funds that we raise helped us come back to this community and to support all of the activities that we support, all of the youth activities, and everything else that we do. It's a good way to give back and serve the community as best way we can.
The Duluth Lions Club is part of Lions Club International. They're the largest service organization in the world and have more than 1.4 million members spanning 210 countries. As for today's event, if you still want to grab some pancakes, you have a little bit more time to do so. The doors are open through 7:30 and tickets are $10 at the door.
Quinn, how much money are they hoping to raise this year?
Yeah, it's a good question. They hope to raise $100,000, and I know that's an ambitious goal, but that means 10,000 people coming through the door. And as you can see, we still have plenty of people coming in through here, even at 5:30 right now. So I think they can reach it.
Yeah, it's what I've been hearing is there's been a steady stream of folks going through there, because how do you avoid the smell of those pancakes? I don't know. I'm not one who's good at avoiding that.
They're delicious.
Yeah,
they're delicious, let me tell you.
Thanks, Quinn. We'll check in with you at 6. It's that time of the show where we get to talk about adoptable pets, and today's pet comes to us from Range Regional Animal Rescue in Hibbing. This is Pudge. She is a 4-year-old German Shepherd Belgian Malinois mix. Our friends at the shelter tell us she is a high-anxiety dog, but if you get her energy out and play with her, she's a very well-behaved and relaxed friend. That being said, she doesn't do well with other dogs or cats. She is ready for a home that is ready to give her a second chance and for a family to spend time with her. If you'd like to set up an appointment to adopt Pudge, you can call the number on your screen. Still to come, today we caught up with an Iron County man making his second trip to help those in war-torn Ukraine. His story next.
Get your car out of the garage and cleaned off this spring with 11% off automotive products. Now at Menards. Turtle Wax Max Power Wash provides maximum strength cleaning. The more wash you use, the stronger the cleaning power becomes. It's just $4.99 after sale price and 11% rebate. Handle tough grime with Brute by Briggs & Stratton. Save $60 on this 3,000 PSI pressure washer. It's $269.99 after sale price and 11% rebate. Now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Oh, is that what I think it is? The new DQ All-Star Summer Blizzard lineup? Boom! Oh, that's Girl Scout Thin Mints. New Oreo Dirt Pie, yum. Drumstick with peanuts, cotton candy. Oh, more summer flavors. Official treat of MLB. I'm gonna eat them all. This is fun. Hey, does that mean we won? Oh, but it was close. Oh, yeah, I hear ya. But just looking around, like, that's a lot of smiles, so looks like a win to me. DQ, happy tastes good.
Interstate Battery has the perfect battery to get you out on the water. Power up your summer with a battery you can depend on. Visit us today at 426 John Avenue in Superior or at your nearest Interstate Batteries dealer. Interstate Batteries, outrageously dependable.
For over 20 years, Breeze Roofing has been totally dedicated to getting the job done right, and done right now. We pride ourselves on being the highest quality exterior remodelers in the area. Call Breeze for all your roofing needs.
It seems like everyone has an idea on how to spend Minnesota's $9 billion surplus.
But as educators, we know that one voice needs to be heard above all others. Students. And yet, after decades of underfunding, they're the ones who have suffered the most. Increased class sizes,
Diminishing mental health support,
and cuts to vital programs.
The time is now. Use your voice, Minnesota.
Tell your legislators to fully fund our schools.
CBS 3 Newsroom, this is Kristen.
The latest details on a massive fire that has shut down an entire Duluth.
We hear from the residents of Duluth.
2:30 in the morning, winter storm.
Home and their multiple departments on scene. We'll take you there live now.
Being isolated and lonely can be harmful to your health, resulting in high blood pressure, a greater risk of heart disease, and early onset dementia. So it's important to build and maintain social connections. Try a new hobby, volunteer, exercise, or use your phone or other device to stay in touch. Visit connecttoeffect.org to find resources and ways to stay connected. This message is brought to you by United Healthcare and AARP Foundation.
An Iron County, Wisconsin man is headed to Ukraine to deliver humanitarian aid. We first introduced you to Shane Wislick in March when he traveled from Saxon, Wisconsin to help refugees in Ukraine. Now, about a month after returning, Wislick is headed back again. He flew out of Duluth this morning. This time in Ukraine, he'll deliver 300 pounds of medical supplies. He also has sets of body armor going to the front lines. Wislick says it doesn't look like the conflict will end anytime soon, so he'll continue making these trips as long as there's a need.
If and when it does, and there's obviously still a great need for support that's going to have to be done.
Those 300 pounds of medical supplies headed to Ukraine were donated by St. Luke's Hospital.
St. Luke's is honored to be able to help Shane's efforts. We are a very strong partner with our community, whether it's local or global, and we're just very pleased and honored that he reached out to us and that we were able to support him.
And United Airlines donated the cargo space to transport the supplies. Wislick flies to Warsaw tonight before heading to Ukraine. We'll be right back after the break.
CBS 3 closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health. Don't fall behind in your child's routine care. Schedule a well child check today. Same-day appointments are available. Visit essentiahealth.org.
Hey, lady, when is the baby coming?
Very, very soon.
Dad, what about yours?
You're gonna... Yeah, okay, well...
Now you can bring gorgeous, fresh, organic vegetables to your table in just 3 easy steps. Step 1, go to gardenmats.com. Step 2, use our garden planner to lay out your entire garden in order. Within days, garden mats are delivered from our factory right to your door. Step 3, lay the mats down according to your design and plant. After that, spend your summer trying to keep up with each other, not your weeds. Go to gardenmats.com today.
At Papa Murphy's, we build your pizza with the freshest ingredients. You take it and bake it fresh in your oven.
So technically, I make the pizza.
At Papa Murphy's, we make great pizza, so you can make the pizza great. Papa Murphy's, change the way you pizza.
Our renewal by Anderson windows were installed in 2001.
That was nearly 20 years ago, and they're high-quality windows
They have brought our beautiful view into our room. They're easy to care for.
The beauty of these windows has enhanced the beauty of our home. It's not just the energy efficiency, but it has made our place look a lot nicer. They have just been a good overall investment.
It's an excellent product. The service we received was excellent. What more could you ask for?
PB&J?
PB before we go.
P before we go.
P before we go.
See you tomorrow?
Yeah.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Welcome back to the CBS 3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Canal Park. Let's take a look back at today's top story and see what's coming up at 6. Tonight at 5, we heard from a St. Louis County official as many residents have seen higher property values and therefore higher taxes. While it's not a guarantee your taxes increase with your value, it can happen. We have ways to help homeowners on our website. And tonight at 6, according to Duluth schools, they have more than 300 students experiencing homelessness. What the district is doing to help some of their most vulnerable students tonight. That's your news at 5. The CBS Evening News is next. We'll see you back here at 6.